Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? This is Dana. She needs some help. No, there's nothing wrong with Dana. Dana is perfect as she is, but of course there's not enough stuff inside Dana because there's never enough stuff. Even though she does have stuff already, I have another pile of stuff. So we're going to put stuff in Dana today. I will let you know how big she is. She is 26 centimeters or 10 1/4 inches by 17 centimeters or about 6 3/4 inches. She is quite a large journal, although she doesn't look that massive because she has big spine and 6 signatures, which is very unusual for me. I do not do 6 signatures as a general rule. Her spine is 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters, so she's not a very stiff book. She's a very sort of loose book. She's made out of a cardboard box. That is all she's made out of. She's reinforced, obviously, so she's not going to fall apart. But she just feels a lot more flexible than my average journal. I'd say your average journal. Who knows? But my average journal. My journals are normally made out of old book covers, so this is somewhat looser and more flexible than my normal journal. So she has this grungy painted cover. It has been collaged with papers and then painted over and stamped on and just generally grunged up. I love it, but you know that's my thing. I like grungy stuff, so. And her spine is just covered in this sort of shiny silver fabric that is clearly, repurposed because it has been sewn through before. So anyway, let's get on. Because she has 6 signatures and such a wide spine, she can hold quite a bit of stuff without sort of bulking up. So she, like I say, she's already got a pile of ephemera on board, but she needs more. You can always fit in more, can't you? Well, I can. I feel like I can. I probably can't, but I always want to. So this is the inside cover of Dana. This is actually very similar to what the outside cover was like before I grunged it up. It was sort of basically jelly printing with stencils and ink and acrylic paint, and then I just got cracking on it and made it really grungy on the outside, and I left the inside as it was because I liked it that way too. Anyway, our inside front cover has this little sort of waterfall pocket made out of book pages. They just flip up like so to give you a little bit more writing space, which is kind of cool, bit interesting, bit different. And because they're book pages and I've stuck them down that way, they have created 2 quite sizable pockets, and I have tucked in a couple of journal cards, as you do, because if there's room you must stuff it. Sorry, I think I'm in a bit of a mood today. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I'll do my best to act like a normal person. Anyway, this is the inside fly page of an old book. Somebody has written something on it. I think it's somebody's name. It's Jeremy something. So anyway, thank you, Jeremy. This is an old magazine page that has been jelly printed on and stenciled. Again, a fly leaf out of an old book, and some washi paper. This is an old book page just with washi tape that I wasn't using stuck to it, and it has had a napkin stuck over the top just to make sure everything holds. So yeah, it's kind of cool. This is just a scrappy notebook. I know Nick the Booksmith makes something like this. I don't know what she calls it, I forget. But it's essentially some pages in amongst some torn book page that sort of sticks out here and there and just makes your book look a bit interesting. So whatever she calls it, that's what it is. It's essentially a book made out of scraps. So a bit of extra journaling space is what it is. Here's just a book page with some recipes, and jelly print with ink and acrylic paint. This is some very old graph paper. I've actually stuck some single-sided scrapbook paper on the back of it, or the front of it, or whichever side this is, facing outwards, so where there's holes it sort of peeks through, because yeah, there was quite a few holes in it. It was stuck to another page, and yeah, anyway, that's what I did. And there's some washi sort of reinforcing the edges and stuff. It was quite a brittle piece of paper. Another book page with some jelly printing, stenciling, doodling. It's quite a thick book page. It feels quite nice. There's some more of that scrapbook paper sort of picking through the graph paper. We should be putting some of this ephemera in here. Hey, not that we've had any pockets yet, but we do have some stuff that's loose. So what have we got? We have a receipt from 1967, 9th of the 1st, 1967. And we have a compact drill driver Ryobi instructional booklet that feels amazing. I don't know what it is about this paper. It feels really nice. It's quite thin, but it's quite soft. Anyway, I'm going to put that in there because why not? Why not indeed? Who says you can't have a Ryobi drill instruction booklet that feels good in your journal? You can use it to collage on or whatever you'd like. I'm going to try and move all these out of my way, because I know under here I have some Ulta paper clips that, well, I made some the other day, but I also have some others that I pulled out. So we will start with those. This little paper clip has a little card on board, which I of course cannot pull out now. So you put thumbs holes in things so you can pull them out, and then they don't want to come out anyway because you're filming, and that would just be colossally useful if things would work the way they're supposed to. So no, absolutely not. Little paper flower just made out of circle cutouts of a book page, just folded up and made into a paper flower. Little page embellishment there out of bits of scrap paper and a bit of sewing. Here is an upside down book page that has been painted. If you are a junk journaler, you have done this more than one time. You have put in a page upside down. Does it bother you? That's the big question. It bothers me a bit. Not going to lie. The fact that it is upside down kind of bugs me a little, but not enough to pull my whole book apart and change it around. So, but it's painted over. It's purely decorative, so I'm learning to live with it. Hopefully it doesn't bother you too much either. We have a sticky here on want more from your phone. Well, it's Telstra. Telstra, or was it Telecom at that point? No, it's Telstra. Anyway, that looks old, doesn't it? We'll say it's old. We'll put a book page or two in there with it. And we'll tuck a little paper clip on there. Which way does this one go? The wrong way. Okay, won't be that one. We'll use this one. There we are, little paper clip there with a little clothespin, and button and butterfly. I've attached another page to the back of that because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Doesn't sound like me at all, does it? What can we tuck in the back there? Let's tuck one of these in there. There we go. Look at that, that's lovely. Looks like it was made for it. This is a instruction booklet for an old sewing machine. I just liked all the old stitches there, they're kind of interesting. These are pages out of a flower arranging book, and they're quite beautiful and they're quite sturdy as well, so I've made a pocket out of this one. It has 2 big journal cards tucked in it at the moment, and now it has one of these super scrappy little booklets that we made out of faux playing cards at one stage. There is a video on that somewhere. I probably won't remember to link it. I'm sure you can find it. If you're new to my channel today, I'm not always like this. I don't think I am anyway. Just having a day. It's one of those days. You know those days when you're just a bit silly? That's me today. We have some graph paper and jelly printing, obviously. This is the other side of that flower arranging book, and I just liked this image so much that I didn't make a pocket out of it. Yeah, it was just kind of interesting. It's got ivy and straw and a cabbage and yeah, all sorts of things going on. I just thought it was super interesting, so yeah. Anyway, let's pin something else. We have some other things. This is an interesting book page. It is in a landscape format, which is different. Don't see too many books like that. I cannot remember what language this is in, and I cannot even remember what the book was about. I often research these things, but this particular juncture, I can't help you. It's interesting. It's not in English. How's that? I can ascertain that much. It is most definitely not in English. This one is in French. This I know. This one may be Dutch. It could be anything. Honestly, it could be anything. So don't quote me if somebody asks, because I'm lying to you. I have no idea what it is. But that is French. That one I know. You know, somebody will contact me now and tell me, no, that's not French. That's something else. I'll be like, I'm an idiot. This is beautiful paper. This is, when you tear this, it's like tearing soft white bread. That's what it feels like. It feels like tearing soft white bread. Super interesting. And takes ink really well if you want to paint on it or stamp on it or something. So yeah, very, very cool. It's the other side of that page we're not going to talk about. This is just a little pocket that's been attached in the hopes that you won't notice the page is upside down, and just has a couple of little cards in there. Some more jelly printing and stenciling on book page. This is an eco print, eco dyeing. These were gum leaves, eucalyptus leaves from the park next door to where I live. Yeah, I don't know what kind of paper this is. It's super thick. It's like card. It could be watercolor paper, but I wouldn't have a clue. I get a lot of my paper from thrift stores and recycle centres and stuff where it's just being turfed out because, you know, it's in somebody's old sketchbook or whatever. So I never know quite what it is, but that turned out really lovely on there. I wish I could get some more. The leaves, not a problem, but the paper, I just don't know what it was. And oh well, it has that look to it. I'm sure it's terribly expensive. So yes, I don't think I'll be buying it new. Another painted page. This one's sideways, but that was on purpose, so it's okay. Children's book illustration and some stamps on a piece of envelope from New Zealand. A little book page with some jelly printing and doodling. Here is a little pocket that has been popped on in this direction and used as a tuck, and in here there is just a little flip out journaling space that is made out of a piece of scrapbook paper by Kaisercraft. Ta-da! So yeah, that's quite cute. Nice piece of scrapbook paper. Kaisercraft does some nice scrapbook paper. Not a scrapbook paper person myself, but when you get the odd piece, sometimes you're lucky and get a very pretty piece like that. Here is another journal card. Now it has 3 journal cards. What else can we pop in there? It's got this big pile of stuff hiding under my book here. Oh, let's put a tag in there. I haven't come across any tags in here yet. That's a bit odd, isn't it? There's not a lot of pockets in here actually. There's another jelly print, acrylic paint and ink through a stencil. It's quite pretty. Quite pretty indeed. Nice illustration of living on board a ship on the way from England. Farewell to England. They would have been going to Australia probably, because that's where everybody got sent when they did the wrong thing. And now we live here voluntarily. Here is a just a little envelope stuck on the side as a flip out. There's a couple of envelopes tucked inside. They're not real envelopes, they're journaling spots. Look at that. Clever, clever, clever. This one's the same. So an envelope full of pretend envelopes. Never know what you're going to get in a junk journal, do you? And we've used the flap for that envelope just as a little pocket to hold a tiny tag on this side. Here's another one of those little flowers made out of circular punch outs. They feel nice. They sound good too. Here's a piece of paper that is made out of packaging, and it has just been sliced with a knife, and I've threaded pieces of jelly print through it just to make a bit of a woven page, bit decorative. This is a piece of fabric paper or paper fabric, whatever you like to call it. It is fabric with paper stuck to it, and lots of glue and some acrylic paint by the looks of it. So yeah, it's interesting. There's fabric on this side, paper on this side. Who knows? Let's stick something to it. That's not going to work. What shall we stick to it? Well, look, we've got an envelope here and a tarot card and a journal card. And one of my interesting little stamp cards. There we go. Look at that. This little pile of stuff we can tuck together. Oh, don't they sound fabulous? Just sound wonderful. I wonder if I can stick it on that way. Well, it's a bit unusual, but I can. Nobody's stopping me. So, oh, let's use this one. It's the right colour. Look at that. This is one of the ones I made the other day. They're still sitting on my desk, waiting for their opportunity. And here is one. There we go. It's a bit interesting. There's just a book page that's been run through the printer and has some napkin stuck on the other side. This is a painted paper with stenciling and doodling, and it was clearly a drop sheet in its former life. It's a batch dyed file divider. These are nice sturdy pages. I'm going to pin something to this side too. because I have a lot of ephemera here and we're running out of pages actually. I can't believe there's 6 signatures in here and we have managed to go through the whole thing and not actually put everything in yet. So what have we got here? Well, it goes on the other way, but that doesn't really matter, does it? You can see it on the other side. There you go, there's a little tag on this side. On this side there's a journal card and it's a little medal made out of ribbons and cogs for being fantastic. Everybody deserves a medal. If you can get up in the morning without crying, you deserve a medal. And even if you cry, as long as you keep getting up, you still deserve one. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm going to pop a couple of book pages in there if they'll fit. We'll see. Oh yes, look at that, made for it. What else have we got here? What else am I hiding in my little pile of things? Lots of tags. A few more book pages. Some teeny tiny book pages. I'm really very disorganized today. My brain is disorganized. My mouth is going 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you've probably tuned out already because I'm just a little scatty today. Just a little bit of printed ephemera and another journal card. I'll tuck those in because they'll fit. Isn't this lovely? People are clever. Let's pin something in here too, shall we? There are a couple of pieces of printed ephemera and a little journal card. Pin those in there. I'll actually put them towards the top and pin it at the top. This little pin, however it works, there it is. And what will we pin on the back? There's another one of these. Pop you on there. And maybe a couple little faux bus tickets. What do we think? There we are. The right colour and everything. Look at that, all matchy matchy. Lovely. There's another page out of that sort of cookbook. Chocolate fudge cake, that can't be bad. Chocolate jelly, now there's something I've never had. Chocolate jelly. If you've had it, tell me about it. If you haven't and you want to try it, there you go. There's a recipe here in Dana. Some gardening notes. This is another nice sturdy page. What I really need is some pockets. I don't have any sort of pockets in here. It's a very pocket-free journal. This is a bit fat, but I'm going to put it in here anyway because it will fit. The journal is never going to close. I'm not going to put it in there. That would just be stupid, wouldn't it? It would really be ridiculous. So let's not do that. Let's put some book pages in there. I want to put it in there. I really, really, really want to put it in there, but it would be a bit ridiculous. There's only one journal card in there. Whose idea was that? It's like I didn't make this journal. It's like somebody else made it, which they didn't. It's mine. Don't worry. I'm not filching people's journals. Just in case you're wondering. What else can we tuck in there? Obviously not this, because this would be stupid. We've established this. This can go with this journal. Dana can have this as a little gift. But yeah, I don't think we should put it inside Dana. I think that would be a bit ridiculous. A bit of overkill even for me. Another piece of batch dyed fly paper. Another one of those little scrappy books. Some coffee dyed note paper in there. Alright, I'm going to tuck those book pages that I've got there inside here. These book pages, this is just a page out of a book that has been printed on. It has been coffee dyed, but then has been put in the oven and virtually set on fire. So this is why it looks like it does. I find it incredibly interesting. It's really awesome to cut up and put on tags and, you know, just as page embellishments and stuff. It's not much use on its own because it's quite brittle, because I baked it with an inch of its life. So yes, don't do that. You will set your house on fire and make everybody very unhappy with you. But you end up with some interesting paper, but don't let anybody know I said that. It wasn't me. I did not suggest that you set your house on fire just to have interesting paper. Right, that is the end of Dana. We have here a booklet. See, I'm like, this would be ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at it. Yes, this is not at all ridiculous. This is perfectly normal to put something of this size just floating around in the back of your journal with a paperclip as big as your head holding it in, because nothing else will. It's just, it happens. Okay, don't judge me. I'm not going to put that in there because it's too tall. It's going to stick out the top and upset people. So I'm going to pop this in there though, because we have room. And I have many little things that I can pop in. What's going on here? Oh, look at this. This is cute. This is cute. Can you see this? This is a little envelope with another little envelope and another little envelope. How cute is that? Who gave me that idea? That's brilliant. I can't remember when I did that, or... yeah, anyway. Everybody's going to leave this video thinking I'm stealing other people's journals, because I'm like, oh, look at this, somebody did this, this is incredible. Yeah, it was me. I'm not bragging. I love it. I love my own work. It's fantastic. Sorry guys, it's just one of those days. I just don't know. I can't tell you. I just cannot tell you why I am like this. But today I am like this. I promise next time I will be more normal. There is the back of that ridiculous little book that's in there. So I got most of that in there. Can you believe? There's a few little tags left lying around because, well, we didn't really have any tag pockets. There wasn't really much going on in the way of little up and down sort of pockets. So yeah, I'm gonna pop that there because I can. So there's Dana. She's looking a little fatter now, but not really that bad. Not that bad at all. I mean, look. That's the beauty of 6 signatures. You've got plenty of space to fit things in. Things don't bulk up too much, even when you stuff them within an inch of their life. So you can see she's a bit sort of flimsier than my normal journal. But all in all, she's not going to fall apart. She's a good solid journal. She's just made differently. So there we have her. That's Dana. I'm going to go away now and stop cluttering up your timeline with my chit chat, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you so much if you've made it this far for putting up with my ridiculousness today, and I will see you again next time if you come back. Thanks guys, bye.